I see why I'm not supposed to go this way. Anyways, guys, I'm in the Kia Carnival. Yay, finally! I feel like I've been waiting for ages to drive it, or I have driven it on the launch with old Terry Pants. We did like a whole big road trip, you know, to showcase what this car can do. And basically, what I came away with is the fact that this is probably one of the most ultimate road trip cars ever. So I'm in the SX Limited model. You can get an EX model, you can get an SXL model. I think it should have arrived by now. It is still arriving, maybe. I should have checked on that, but I forgot. And look, your entry level, you're starting at just under 800,000. This SX Limited model that I'm driving is just a hairball under $1 million. Like literally a hairball. A hairball? A ball hair? What's that? That's like a hairball. It's a ball hair under $1 million. Oh my goodness. Anywho, so back to the car, not ball hairs, hairballs. I'm just gonna stop saying it now. Anyways, so under the bonnet, you've got a 2.2 litre turbo diesel, 148 kilowatts of power and 440 newton meters of torque, mated to an 8-speed auto, which I think is paired beautifully. I think everything about this car is just so refined and so lovely. I mean, you can hear the engine, you can hear it a bit grumbly, but let me tell you, on the open road, don't hear a thing. Fully loaded car, no problem to overtake on an incline, which are all the things for me that say whether this car is going to do what it set out to do, and this car does everything well that it set out to do. Again, a very positive review. If you're not interested in a hugely positive review, or you're sick and tired of me absolutely singing the praises of Kia, then best you switch to another video now. But I can't really find anything to fault it, except maybe that it's got dual sunroofs, because I hate sunroof. We know this. But that's not actually Kia's fault, because just about every fancy pants car has a sunroof, don't they? I'm so in love with this song. Come on a road trip. Oh, shh, don't you interrupt my favorite song. No, hey. No! Send everything in one WhatsApp. Now, bearing in mind, this comes in among like the Hyundai Staria, what's the other one? The Opel Zafira Life, Mercs V-Class. I just think that this one is more my vibe. I think because it feels like you're driving an SUV more than an MPV, and like thankfully we've come a long way from like that boxy, frumpy, industrial feeling car, because it was like just about like a panel van made into a people carrier, and you could feel it, you know. But now it's not. Now it's like driving like a really lovely, smooth, refined, comfortable, very spacious car. I love all the space. And I love that you got these electric sliding doors, for one of the reasons that when I get out of the car and Luke is in the car, he can sometimes have a fleur mood because I'm like having to walk around the car to open the door. I don't know else what he expects me to do, but anyways, cool. 20 months old, doesn't get it yet, you know. But as I get out the car, because on the key fob, you can open the sliding doors. I open it and it fascinates him, so it keeps him so occupied. He's like, ooh, and then he doesn't even realize that I've gotten out the car. And then by the time he's realized, I'm like, surprise! Not Kia power to surprise, just my surprise. Anyway, so sorry, still got the cove hanging here. Ugh, that sounds gross. It's also got like a host of gadgets and everything, like a wireless charger. It's got heated and ventilated seats. So the ventilation one's fine, I love that. But I drove with Terrence up front here and it was 41 degrees and he kept putting my seat heater on. So all it's become now for me is like a little prank to play on people. So I did it to a friend yesterday who got in the car and stuff. So basically they're useless for me until winter. But I'm so thrilled for the ventilation, because the minute you realize what your co-pilot has done, you quickly put that on and then, you know, you get cool air up your butt, which is quite refreshing. Guys, another huge positive about this car, and especially in the times we're living in, because let's be fair, fuel is not our friend, or fuel prices is not our friend. I'm sitting at 7.2 liters per 100 Ks. That's like really, really impressive for a car of this size and for the way that I drive. Okay, I have to tell you. So you're probably going to sit like closer to 7.7, maybe closer to 8. I think I've just gotten lucky here for a moment. But either way, I think that is a hugely impressive fuel consumption for a car, again, of this size. And, you know, if it's fully loaded and everything, actually on that road trip when it was, I think we also sat at around, well, no, we didn't go over 8. So these are all things that you need to consider these days. I mean, you should have already been considering them, but, you know. Basically, I find this to be one of, if not my favorite, MPV. And look, the Sorento, which is, you know, their sort of flagship, like the SUV there, this is meant to be just a sort of a complementary option to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not an alternative to the Sorento. You've just got to decide, you know, do you want the space? Do you want to rather drive the SUV and you don't need as much space or whatever? Sure, if I had a bigger family, if I had the money and I was going on sort of weekends away and traveling a lot or going like on long road trips, this is the bomb. The bomb.